This isn't a midlife crisis. This is a midlife reset. Backroads, business, building the next chapter. This is life at 50ish.
Well, welcome. Life at 50ish. Scott
And Joe,
uh,
missed one last week.
running a little
Insane.
late on this episode, aren't we?
Yeah, we kind of missed last week because it was insane.
Yeah.
See, where we were at, we had meetings. And we had meetings about meetings. That way we're never doing anything right now.
Yes. Those meetings about meetings seem to take up a lot of time.
They do, but
Not
that way we're
valuable
never doing anything right now. So it's okay.
Yeah, it all works out, right?
Somehow.
Man, so anything going on over the last week plus for you?
Probably now it wasn't boring to do it, but from a talk about adventure standpoint, another one of the most boring motorcycle rides you could have in the books. 100% back roads, 20-year-old bike, crossed a river ferry with it and everything else. Absolutely no trouble. Went out there wearing white Hey Dudes and light colored pants, wore the same outfit there and back, not a speck on it from the bike.
Did you
And
wear
the
anything
Rikers,
else
same
over the
thing.
weekend? Or was
Hmm?
did you wear anything else over the weekend?
Oh,
Or was it
yeah,
just
yeah.
one outfit the whole week?
No, just like one to ride it. It was to prove a point, like, can we go to basically Troy, Ohio and back? All on back roads with, I like literally the only tool we carried is I accidentally brought a pair of needle nose pliers because we were taking apart some sort of bag that, I don't remember, but it was one of those bags with the heavy metal staple on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I accidentally threw the pliers in the saddlebag of the bike. So that's the only tool we took, and that's more tools than I've taken in the last 4 road trips combined.
Now look, that's you, but for me, I carry an 8mm ratchet and a pair of pliers, and that's it. And I carry those just for the simple fact so I can get to my battery. I have a paranoia about my batteries, so I carry that.
And mine, on one bike, it's just a pair of knurled bolts that I had machined to just take off the seat, and I'm at it.
Gotcha.
So I don't need tools for it. And then I have my Swiss Army knife, and I buy the batteries with the Phillips head,
Yeah.
Phillips head plus the 8mm.
Right.
So I just use the Phillips driver, and that's
Gotcha.
it.
And that's what's on my bike is that Phillips head. But to get to it, I gotta have a really well, and what are they hexagon?
Yeah, little hex
Yeah,
heads.
I gotta have one of those to get the rear seat off.
We had those, and I bought some. Went over to Ace. I bought stainless steel socket head ones,
Mm-hmm.
and I just had the outside knurled a little bit,
Gotcha.
so I can just twist them in by hand. And they're on the seat, so I have anti-seize on there, so they come off nice and easy. And it's literally a seat bolt, so it just goes in. So far they haven't backed out. If they ever do, I'll just drill them and put a pin in them.
I gotcha.
No biggie there, but.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it was the both bikes were up over 40,000. My wife rolled 50,000 miles on her Riker, about a quarter of the way up there.
I give her props. She has put some time on that bike. That is for sure. That is for sure. So how was the trip overall? I mean,
It was great.
how long of a trip was it? We're talking.
Oh, on the back roads, going up, it took us just a tick over 7 hours and about 8 coming back because we stopped for a big meal and such.
Right.
So, it was but the trip is part of it. Like, we stopped and we detoured to go take a ferry across the Ohio River.
Yeah.
Just because it's cool.
Yeah.
We wanted to take some extra S curves. We saw some really curvy looking roads, so we just shot down and then got back on path.
I gotcha. I was the first time I got back in contact with some ants. 2010, I think it was. And on the way back, you gotta remember this was when Verizon still had the flip phones and GPS. Your Verizon Navigator was still fairly new tech.
Oh yeah.
So I was using it, and on the way back, it wanted to take me on a ferry across the river. And when we got there, the ferry was crossing the river for the last time. I remember that old dude standing on that ferry. Just looked at it. He goes, "I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man! Come on!"
Yeah, they have certain hours back in the day, you know.
Yeah, and it was like 5:30. I think it was time for him to go home.
Well,
Which
we just saw the sign, so we pulled up there and like read the hours, like, okay, cool. So we just hung out and waited for it. We probably lost a half hour waiting on the ferry.
yeah,
So they had just left when we pulled up there.
give you a little good downtime too, though.
Yeah, well, we hung out. We talked to a guy at a Turbo Nova. It's kind of cool, and BS'd him a little bit. And of course, we had another group of bikes show up that wanted to bang off the rev limiter, sitting still and everything.
Was that the Bros?
That was the bros. That was a really funny story about that. We were behind them, leaving out of there. So we went nice and slow to give them their space going
Right.
through the S curves. And you would come around the blind curve when it seems to have to slow down again. Oh, whatever, it was still fun. Well, we get up onto the 4 lane and we're getting ready to turn right. And they're in the left lane, so we pulled up in the right lane. And we took off and I turned green, we took off. We didn't drop the hammer real hard enough. My wife took off a little quicker than she usually does, so I think she might have been a little annoyed by the noise.
I got you.
And I did my usual thing when I'm behind her. I pulled first gear pretty good, and I shifted up to third, and skipped second altogether, just right in third, short shifting it. And all of a sudden, I just hear the most obnoxious straight pipe banging off the rev limiter. I got a 121 that's hitting the rev limiter, trying to keep up with me while I'm short shifting. And we get to the next light, and the guy's like, "Man, you were holding me." He's yelling through his helmet, and I'm like, "Dude, I didn't know we were racing."
Yeah, it's you would think you would have more. You would expect
would
to have
think-
more things like that happen from the guys out there on the crotch rockets.
I never have that with crotch rockets.
Not once.
Once in a blue
Not
moon, I'll get a
once.
guy who wants to wheelie bomb me.
Yeah, I get it,
Mm.
but you never see those guys on the go fasters thinking they need a
No,
race.
it's and everybody's got this, but it is definitely there's definitely been a shift. Like the guys that you'd expect to be obnoxious really aren't.
Right. No, I absolutely agree with you. In case anybody watches this and they're wondering, I'm trying to figure out how do I keep the screen from timing out because I don't want to have to reach down.
It's power settings on there, so we won't worry about it this time.
It's driving me nuts. I've got to find this.
Yeah, it was like all in all, like we had like 10 minutes of dealing with these guys, but all in all, in 15 hours, that's the most eventful thing.
I got you.
And I mean, and like our bikes are not like we don't maintain them with Gucci juice or anything like that. I mean, it's literally like McGuire's Gold Class car wash. I've been buying it for 20 years now almost,
Right.
and it's like I use it to wash not only like the bikes, wash the cars with it. I wash the toolboxes with it. Like if it's in the garage, that's what it gets used for. It's the Dawn dish soap of the garage.
I got
$10 a gallon, 15 now I think. And I mean, the funny part is, now this is my project bike. It's that Shadow that I have that's been dropped on its side when the previous owner was trying to gut the pipes and all sorts of stuff. I had a older fellow looking at it when I came out of the restaurant, and he's like, "Wow, you sure don't ride this very much, do you?" I'm like, "Well, it's got almost 50,000 on it now." I had like 20 on it when I got it 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, you definitely put a lot of miles on your bike.
Now it's fun.
So, well, how was the you guys went up there for your grandmother's funeral? Or
Well, for her
birthday. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
kind of a different
Birthday.
thing there. Yeah, it was more of a celebration than that. But it was 85th birthday, and she got to see grandkids and great grandkids she hasn't seen since 2013. So that was really, really cool.
I bet that was a lot of
I
fun.
got to meet some members of on the wife's side of my family I never met before, and it turns out that her brother, her older brother, I show up in there. I'm wearing, light khaki pants, white Hey Dudes, and then my linen shirt over a gray heavy tee, and I got my trilby and everything on. He shows up wearing blue linens, and I got khaki shorts and everything, white Hey Dudes. We hit it off right away.
You
And
know,
it was kind of funny because he's looking around. And he goes, "All these guys in sneakers." I'm like, "Lazy." He goes, "Lazy." I'm like, "Hey Dude." I'm like, I'll take Hey Dudes 11 times out of 10
you
over
can say
sneakers.
lazy all you want to. I'm gonna wear my sneakers. I
Oh
don't
yeah, well,
care.
it was
I
just
love my
funny because he was
sneakers.
just saying we were laughing about it. As it turns out, he's a Bitcoiner. I'm a Bitcoiner.
Mhm.
And he seemed like he was just, he had the little round Lennon glasses on it. Just the coolest guy. And I do believe I overheard him. I didn't ask him, but I'm going to next time I see him. I do believe I heard him saying he's going to buy another new Corvette.
another new Corvette. There you go.
Well, they're faster now.
They are faster now. I want an old, there's a person here who drives an old black Corvette. Give her credit. I would love to have a Corvette, even an old one like that. Dude, I'd be cool with. And I don't really want a car, but I
How
just.
by old? What do you mean? Because when you say old, I think 1963 split window
No, that's
or 1957 gasser.
that's grandfather old. I'm saying
No, that's awesome.
We're old. Well, let's just be honest. We're old. We're getting old. So anything from our birthday,
Okay, so mine
10 years,
actually.
so like back to 85.
So
and
if I
older
did
is
get a
old.
Corvette, we're talking 1974 or back for me, because 1975 emissions hit.
Yeah,
If I want 1974 or back, or else I want something from like the mid 90s up to about 08. Those are the two eras I can really work on. Because it's carburetor and points on one of them, and the other one is OBD2. Well, 1994 for Ford, 1996 for everybody else.
hmm
But it got rid of the soup wiring, the spaghetti or chicken
Yeah.
noodle soup wiring under the hood of early emissions,
yeah,
and better catalytic converters, understandable back pressure,
right.
better heads, better cams, better cooling. Right? And there's that whole beautiful era though, of 75 to about 96. 21 years of beautiful cars I just can't touch because I don't understand under the hood. I don't want to understand under the hood is a better way of putting it.
I get what you're saying, but compared to the stuff that's being put out there now, they're a whole lot simpler.
Hook the laptop up to it and go. Now you just need one piece
Yeah.
of software. Now it's an expensive piece of software.
Very expensive. Well, so how long have you and your wife been married?
We're going on 8 years now.
8 years.
Yeah.
No, so and you said you got to meet some family members that you never met before,
Yeah,
right?
so we're far flung.
So you were not like me. When my wife and I, right before we got married, I got to meet the whole family at one time at Christmas.
Oh, that's fun though. But see, with ours, like nobody wanted to come to her for Christmas because
Right.
the family's far flung, and everybody's got their own things going on. Everybody has kids and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. And there's people that she's always been in touch and cool with, but you have to figure that her grandma's brother is the oldest of the group. Grandma's the youngest.
Really?
So these guys have some doing. Like it takes a little bit for them to go, and they just got done with a 2,000-mile road trip,
Yeah.
going to see friends and family. Matter of fact, my wife gave her aunt a ride on the Riker. Took the trunk right off it. There's not technically a seat. She hopped right up there, and they went off ripping down the road. So these guys are cool, but I understand why they couldn't. They're all located around Ohio,
So where's
southern Indiana.
where's the video of this?
Oh, I've got it.
Thelma and Louise moment.
I got it on her phone. It's on Facebook now. I can show you after this, but it's pretty cool. And she was having a ball. I think that the uncle was like a little less than thrilled about, hey, let's get a motorcycle. But I think deep down he thought it was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Well, and then later on when we were at the pizza place, I refrained. I was good. That man is killer shooting paper off the straws. He can go 2 tables over and hit his target every single time. I mean, dead eye. This guy's awesome. He's kind of my hero now. It was the most
man.
fun.
Well, it sounds like your trip was good.
Yeah, what'd you
Oh.
do over the weekend?
Well, you remember last? No.
You had a working weekend over the holiday.
Yes. And it went good. We went down there. Oh shoot, Friday afternoon. Got there, unloaded, did a few things. My wife and her mom went to a gathering of friends at a Mexican place, I think. Had dinner and stuff.
That's fun.
Bunch of people, bunch of her mom's friends came
That's
into
fun
town.
though. That's awesome.
They went and had some fun. So I stayed there with my father-in-law and our boy. And me and the boy got the red truck. We got the red truck, hooked the battery up, got it running, took it. Was looking for a car wash with a pressure washer.
A hand wash.
Yes. Ended up at the drive-through car wash. I'm like, son of a bitch.
I hate those.
So we go. I'm like, we're here now. Something's better than nothing. I still got to get the pressure washer out of them. We get in there, and the first blast. I was like,
Found all the
ah.
leaks.
I had to push the trim up around the inside of the door.
You found all the leaks that way.
quickly.
Yeah.
But we got it home. I drove it up here last week. Boy's driven it a few times. I don't know if he realizes it yet or not, but that's just off. After we're done here, I might tell you a little adventure with him this past few days. But he's only driving the grandpa truck for.
It's going to be a minute for the black truck to
Yeah,
get back out.
it is. So, but
LS swap is big business.
we're actually hoping it's done this week. Hoping. You know, we got our fingers
But
crossed. So.
let's get some driving practice in on something a little less potent.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see what happens.
No, that's actually that's better than can be expected.
Right.
That's always fun like that.
Sorry, I've got a emergency duck situation going on.
Well, it's a duckling situation. It's babies. They're little yellow floofs. Kind of lovable. You might end up with a pet duck.
It looks like I'm about to.
Name it Howard.
If
anybody out was
hey,
listening?
my wife was asking what the name, and I forgot
It's
about
Howard.
Howard.
And for those of you who are too young to know, or if you just missed it,
Look up
Howard the duck. You're welcome.
Yes. If you like Spaceballs, if you like
Yeah.
Spaceballs, you'll love Howard the Duck.
Yep, you're welcome.
Absolutely love
Get some culture.
It's like a good ET.
That's right. Well, it's got a band named Cherry Bomb. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, we went, we got the truck, we got all the stuff brought back. I got all of it posted online. So if you're looking for a walk behind bush hog, a pull behind ATV discus, a cargo carrier, a couple tires, you know, the only thing I'm not selling right now is the truck. I think we talked about the sentimental value on that a little bit. So
that'll turn into another project.
No, sir.
Oh, it will.
No, sir. No, sir. The truck that's still in Indiana, no, the truck that is in Kentucky at the farm, my wife's already said that's the one she wants to turn into the project. So I've got a 1976 GMC Big 10 two-wheel drive truck that's about to be turned into a project if I can never get a garage.
That means you got the low rips. It's 2-wheel drive.
Yes. Oh,
Awesome.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Going lower.
Awesome.
I'm going to show what I want to do. I want to show some 20-inch Krager looking rims.
So torque thrust 2s do come in 20-inch. You can get them in anthracite or chrome.
Okay.
That would satisfy that. But I'm going to give a shout out to a local business outside of Scottsville. Next time you're on your way to Bowling Green up 31, stop at JPMX.
Okay.
It's also Rods by JP. He may or may not have something in there. If you see an old truck in front of the building, go ahead and stop. He's got the recipe down. Vet engines, vet suspension, 20-inch steelies, baby moons, keep the patina slamming.
Right.
He's got this down.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm looking at doing too.
Yeah, just go see him. You know, he's a fabber, everything you might need.
I think the underlying issue that will come down to determining what happens with that truck is whether or not we can get the title back.
Oh yeah.
Father-in-law surrendered the title to Kentucky. Now, if I can get a title for it, we're talking, you know. But if I can't, that truck might just get sold to somebody who wants an old square body C10 for parts, because that's about what it's going to be. But like I said, this is the Big 10. This is the C10 that they beefed up so that they have to get through the emissions process.
Yep.
This is a way to skirt the emissions, so they're rare.
They're super heavy, so they were over a certain weight.
They were over, I think it was 6,000 pounds, and they came in at 6,050.
Yep.
So they skirted the emissions, which was brilliant. They're trying to find one for sale.
You ain't gonna find one.
I've seen one, and I've been digging. I've found one Big 10 for sale.
Yeah, that's there's the rare, and I'm actually hoping that the Cougar keeps going the way it's going. It's been moving pretty good. Like now finding out what looked bad doesn't look so bad when you start knocking the surface off. A couple more checks to do on that, and if that's a go, then I've got my plan done. If not, I'm actually considering a 2.5 liter stick shift Volkswagen Beetle.
Okay.
Preferably a convertible, but I'll settle as long as it's stick shift.
Turbo?
No, the 2.5 inlines. It's a 5-cylinder.
Okay. Yeah,
and then I will supercharge it or turbocharge it myself, or just do a naturally aspirated build. I want a big, under-stressed engine in a light car.
I will tell you
Durability.
Our daughter, we bought her a 2012 Volkswagen Beetle, and it's got the turbo in it.
Oh, they're quick.
That is one of the funnest cars I have ever driven.
Well, the 2.5 has almost as much power with a little more weight in the front end and gobs more torque.
Yeah.
Plus, if you put a decent exhaust on it, it's sexy as hell. It sounds like half a V10.
Gotcha.
So you can get a supercar kind of burble out of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And my son's got a 1.8T already. So I kind of want to do a 2.5 manual with a little high school hot rodding and then go drop the hammer on him just for fun.
yeah. No, I
Ryan,
get
if
it.
you listen to this, I'm coming for you, dude. And I won't bring the Cougars. It's not fair me having two of your engines.
But her car's a lot of fun. You know, my wife and I both love to get in it and take off.
They're great.
So
They're honestly great. It's summer's for hot rods.
yeah,
It's for hot rods and bikes.
it is. It is, and you know, your bike season has been a lot more proactive than mine has so far.
Yeah,
But-
riding's a verb, man. You either do it or you don't.
Well,
You know,
yeah,
your work
yes
gets
and
in the
no.
way.
Work does get in the way, and sometimes I got too much crap I have to carry up here. Cause
Oh,
I
yeah.
try to carry stuff up here to get me through the week at the beginning of the week. That way I don't have
Yeah.
to fool with nothing.
If it doesn't fit on the bike, it doesn't come.
But see, I'm that guy that like I just want to get it done. So instead of having to do it 3 out of the 4 days, if I got to sacrifice one day, drive up here, I will. But in all fairness, I don't have the rain gear yet, and I'm still not that comfortable with riding in rain. A little
Well,
slick road's okay, but
And
riding
the
in
only,
rain,
the only
I'm
way
still-
to get comfortable is to do it.
I agree, but I don't want to do it on the roads that I'm driving back and
Oh,
forth
I hear
on.
that.
So that's also
Well,
another
plus, you got to dial the bike into you yet.
right.
But it's in mine, I've pared down. Like I refuse to do anything that's outside the scope because it's like this is the 50 moment for me. I realize like I got some value, so I don't have to do that extra. Oh, you want somebody to go haul something? Yeah, good luck with that. Go call Uber.
Right. No,
Yes, I do have a truck. No, I won't help you move.
Yeah. No, and
It's like I had this discussion with my son because he's taken over an upstairs apartment. He's like, "Oh yeah, when you come up next," I go, "When I come up next, I have hauled my last washer up and downstairs. Ain't happened." And then my daughter goes, "Hey, we just finished the basement, and I have hauled my last washer and dryer downstairs. It ain't gonna happen."
no, I completely.
I could hear her
understand.
boyfriend in the background just laughing because his dad said the same thing.
Yep. And I mean, you get older, it just hurts. I mean,
Oh, it doesn't. I'm so lucky it doesn't
it
hurt.
hurts. Like we moved our daughter out of the dorms a few weeks ago. Luckily, that was going in was worse than it was moving her out. But at the same time, it's still like, gosh, dang, this stuff is getting heavier and heavier.
I make the joke like when I was helping people move, they're like, "Oh, this is so heavy." I'm like, "Well, how'd you get it up there?" "Oh, it was painful." I'm like, "Yeah, I bet it's gonna be just as bad going down." "Well, what are you gonna do?" "I'm gonna watch, maybe record it." Like you would do that. I'm like, only if it gets really fun. And it's like, why aren't you doing that? I'm like, I'm not the one that moved that heavy thing up that many stairs,
Exactly.
so I'm not undoing
That's,
it.
that's not on me at all. So
Yeah, it's just, it's one of those things like just no.
yeah.
And and in all fairness, like my wife today, she's got her sister out. They're in Sparta checking out the waterfalls after coming back from Ohio yesterday. Now I think my wife went in the car. I don't think she took her bike too, because I think they might get nervous driving around Sparta.
Yeah.
And my wife's terrific with it. I kind of hope they took her Kia, because her sister drives Hondas, which are cool. They're great. They're great. And then she rented a Jeep Compass Trailhawk, which is a very fancy way of saying it's a real expensive vehicle that lacks power.
Yes. They're horrible.
Well, then you get that little Kia with the CVT that always sits in its power band.
Right.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and she's got the GT line, so she's got the subwoofers in it and the disco lights and everything. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like, remember the commercials with the hamsters? I call them the rat rods.
Was that Kia?
Yeah.
Okay.
And those things are cool.
Because
Like,
those were out there. Yeah, that was Kia. At the same time that Mazda was doing the whole zoom thing.
yep.
So
You got Zoom Zoom versus the rat
yeah,
rod.
yeah.
And I'll tell you, they're cool little cars.
Yes.
And, you got to have a little bit of fun.
You do. You do have to have some fun, And
And
as
it's
you
like-
get older, everything changes. Summer changes for us. So
It sort of is. It's going back for me.
yes, but as you get, there's that man. You're right, because now when you were age, probably if you were like me, 5 till you were 15, you was probably riding the bicycle every dang day.
Oh, yep. Riding the bicycle. And on some weekends, I had to do the lawn before I could have fun.
Right. So
But I've always liked the lawn too. Like,
Yeah.
like seriously, at 10 years old, I liked the lawn.
yeah,
But I think that's
agree.
because that's your first excuse to use power tools,
It is.
and it's fun.
It is. Unless I don't know about you, but when I first had to start mowing the yard, I hated it, and I'll tell you the reason why, and this was the only reason why. It was an electric lawnmower, and I had to drag the freaking electric cord
Yep,
with me
I-
all over the yard.
I had a
and
family
hated it.
member with one of those, and I told them never again. I did it once, and I said, if you want help mowing this, just go be an American and get a real mower.
That's what we had for a mower, and I absolutely.
I would have
hated it.
rather had a push powerless mower.
Oh,
than the
absolutely.
electric.
Yeah, absolutely. But I hated
No,
it. And this was in the 80s.
yeah,
Okay,
no,
so
no. See, like in the 80s, like we were about more power. We could put a V8 on that thing, we would have.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's just, I would do it today, honestly.
There's a reason why Home Improvement was the #1 show forever.
That's right. No, that stuff, like, say what you want about it, but in my opinion, like, one thing, I'm old enough to have seen this now. We've had 10 years to act on the world burning us up for the last 30 years, and it hasn't happened yet. I don't think it's going to happen in the next 10 either. We just need 10 more years for the first 10 years from 30 years ago.
Yep.
That's crap.
hmm
The other thing, oil is not dead dinosaurs or would have been out eons ago.
Thank you.
That's not a thing.
How many dinosaurs do they think? I mean, think about it. We've had more people die than we ever had dinosaurs.
Oh yeah. Well, my joke on that one is imagine the spirit of the dinosaur talking to the creator and goes, "It was a good run, wasn't it?" Not really. Well, my descendants are doing good, right? Well, they kill them, they raise them for food, they kill them, they chop them up, they make them in your shape, and they cook them on your dead body. That's the only time that's funny.
Yeah.
Just live your dinosaur, sorry. But no, it's like,
And the Earth is in no shortage of oil.
no.
We
And
are-
the other
we
one,
are
the
so
whole.
far from running out of oil is ridiculous.
But one thing, global warming is real, and there's proof. You know what that is?
What's that?
We're not a giant ball of ice and hate like it started out.
This is true.
Now we have some warm spots, some ice, and we still got hate, but there's life. So life is the proof of global warming.
Technically, though, I can't remember where I read it. I researched it a little bit. I don't know. Did you ever listen to talk radio, Nashville talk radio?
Not Nashville, but I listened to a lot of talk radio before.
Uncle Phil Valentine. He was the drive home guy for years and years. He died during the COVID, caught COVID. They put him on the respirator, and there it is. So I loved listening to Uncle Phil. And he made a movie. I think it was called The Inconsistent Truth.
Oh, he was making fun of Al Corleone.
Yes, you got to watch it. Watch The Inconsistent Truth. But what he did talk about was how the Earth is technically in an ice age now.
Well, it's just coming out. Remember 2012, the world was going to end?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was off by about 8 years. 2020, we started to barely come to stasis, and now we should start getting warmer. And one of the things that you'll see, and this will go to the point, like I had a history teacher show me this in the late 80s. He actually showed me how this was going to happen, and I'll be damned if this man wasn't right. The Earth doesn't sit north to south, up
No,
and down.
no.
It's on an axis that wobbles, and it goes by about 12 degrees. The Mayan calendar was tracking the stars, and the seasons had moved so far that they could no longer use their calendar to predict when to plant, when to harvest, when to fish, and when to hunt. Their calendar wasn't for counting birthdays. It
Right.
was for when to do things.
Right.
When they knew the seasons were going to shift that far, it was out because the planet will wobble. Well, the wobble direction we're at, the southwest is heading up northeast, and we're dipping down southwest.
Right.
Now, if you're in our area, Middle Tennessee to southern Kentucky, you'll have noticed that over the past 3 years, there are a lot more armadillos. Where do armadillos hang
yeah.
out?
Yeah.
Armadillos don't hang out in the cold. They
Right.
don't like hating cold.
Right. Yeah, they're showing up all over the place.
Well, they're showing up here.
That's what I mean.
And New York is dipping down to catch the tail end of that cold Canadian air. And Vancouver, get ready, baby. You're going to have an ice age.
Yeah.
But he showed us this years and years ago. And he did that by saying the weather's not going to change because the weather cares about magnetic, not geological.
Right.
It's going to continue following. He said, you'll have little ships that follow the ocean, but not much. And he actually said it's going to suck for New England. He goes, it's going to probably suck for the North, the Pacific Northwest. But when he showed us, he took it and he took the underlay and he tilted the map and left the weather on a clear cellophane flat. He said, that's roughly what you're going to get. So what's that mean for us here? More of the same with longer shoulder seasons and a shorter winter.
Right.
That's a win.
Yeah, it is. But eventually, that will change.
We'll be dead by the time.
Oh, yeah.
We got probably 200 years of it.
Absolutely, it will be gone. But eventually, that's going to go back to them having real snow and winters here in Tennessee.
Yep, which I'll be dead and gone or moved for.
Yeah.
It's the first time we have a real winter, I'm out.
So that's the attitude you get when you grow up where we did.
Oh, it's So
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told this on air or not, but in the military, myself and a friend from Minnesota met a guy from Jamaica while we were in Curacao. So this is a lot of warm weather all in one with two guys from a cold region, South Dakota and Minnesota. So we were sitting there over some rum, trying to explain ice fishing to this guy.
No.
And he just sat there looking at us and smiling. And he said, I love Americans. I really love white Americans. Because white Americans see Jesus and Jesus walks on water. White Americans say, no, Jesus, let me show you. And they walk out on the water and they build a house. They cut a hole in the water and fish because Jesus just isn't good enough for white Americans. They poured more rum.
There we go.
I realized at that moment that guy was wise.
Yeah.
He had no clue that you can get ice anywhere but from a freezer. What a blessed life.
No joke, man. No joke. It truly
Yeah.
was. So, anyways, that was. Other than that, oh, I forgot when we was driving home. Did I tell you last week that the rear strap that I had holding that truck onto the trailer cut
Oh,
itself?
Oh,
I didn't
no,
know.
that's not good.
I didn't know till the next day. I went to unstrap that truck. I got back there and there it was laying. I was like, huh? All right. then.
Transmission's good.
Yeah, transmission's real good. So, but yeah, other than that, everything got home, just trying to sell it. Of course, you got people trying to give me $300 for, $3,000 machine. I'm like, no.
It's
no,
on
thank you.
Facebook, man. It says offers accepted.
Yeah, yeah. So, but anyways,
Wait until you
summertime's
get the
here.
ones, well, I really need it.
Yeah, I do. I really need the money. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can both have what we need.
If you really need it that bad, go sell a kidney. Sorry.
There's people out there who need it. So, but yeah, this summertime, back to being like we was kids again,
Yep.
on bikes,
On bikes, mow the lawn, and get out for the weekend.
we just go a lot faster now.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I
And-
thought I was
and
much
we-
faster as a kid, though.
and we actually wear helmets now.
Oh, yeah. Well, even on that trip, that was so nice. That was, even in the heat, man, that helmet's like wearing a thermos on your head.
yeah,
It regulates, and you just got to be smart about it. You got to take it off once in a while if it starts smelling like soup in there.
yeah,
Man, take a break. Don't be in such a rush.
right. I know wearing a helmet as a kid gets your butt kicked.
Oh, yeah.
Back when we were kids. Now if you don't wear a helmet, you get
I'm
your butt
sorry.
kicked.
My kids wanted to wear a bicycle helmet. I almost kicked their butts.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Yeah.
unless you're going to an organized event, you don't need that.
yeah,
Like, just fall down and bounce your head off the concrete like the rest of us. Maybe it'll make some more sense.
right.
Explains
So-
a lot.
It does a whole lot. Natural selection isn't so natural anymore.
It's true.
So, I mean, we've pretty much taken up a whole thing for today, man. We haven't even got started.
No, you had a whole bunch more in there.
Yeah. A whole lot.
We got an interesting one. AI taking over everything.
It is. I mean, we're using it right now, of course. So,
That's an interesting one, though, because I don't think it is. I think there's two kinds of people, though. There's people who are using AI, and those that are going to get used by it. And the ones getting used by it are training the robot to take their job.
Yes.
Now, when I use it, I'm getting 30 or 40% more work done in the same time frame. So what am I doing with that? Now I'm working my side hustles more, and I'm putting more hours into those because I can do more with AI. The most successful man I met, he and I were BSing, and we were talking about AI, and we were talking about it as an investment. Now, this is, if you guys are listening to this, if you're listening to me for financial advice, just remember, bullets, muscle cars,
Just,
and
just
bikes.
remember, he has a '94 Cougar,
That's right.
and he's turning into a hot rod.
There's no, I am not a financial advisor. I can tell you
I'm
how to
not either.
spend it. But we
I'm
were
real good at
talking about
spending it.
AI and investing, and there's something called autopilot that you can do. And it takes $500 to jump in. So this isn't something that everybody's doing because they got an extra $20.
Right.
So they have funds like the Nancy Pelosi fund, the Eye Patch McCain, I forget his name, Crenshaw.
Yeah, Crenshaw. Dan
And
Crenshaw.
like I used to use this to show people, like, politically speaking, if you have two people that are supposedly opposites and are doing the same thing, yeah, it ends political arguments, which is nice.
Right.
But there's one called Inverse Kramer that's making about 70% in the year. Kramer, the guy on, like, I think on CNBC for investment advice. No, it's not that Kramer.
Oh, okay.
It's the investment advice guy. And whatever he says, this fund does the
Okay,
opposite.
I got you.
They're making 80%, 79, 80% year over year. So I have a friend that put $1,500 into it Friday. It's worth almost $1,800 today. So
That's-
autopilot, inverse Kramer, Pelosi fund, whatever you want, look at them. You decide for yourself.
It's not a
If
bad
you got an
ROI,
extra
is it?
$500 hanging around, either donate it here or like send it to us. We'll take it. We'll invest it and tell you what happens.
Yeah. Definitely.
Or go
We'll
ahead
send
and
you
invest
pictures.
it. Yeah, or screenshots. Or go ahead and invest it yourself. But give it a try. And I know that sounds dumb in this day and age if you got an extra $500 because there's no such thing. But it might be worth a shot, and it might tank tomorrow. I don't know.
And that's pretty sad too when you say that, because 50 years ago, an extra $500 would have been a lot of money. But
Well-
nowadays, having $500 is like enough to pay your electric bill.
And this is a rabbit hole because I'll tell you that prices didn't go up. The value of a dollar just went down.
Right. No, I 100% agree with you.
And that goes into crypto and precious metals and property and good debt versus bad debt. And guys, if you want that advice from us, just send it to me. I can waste it faster than you.
Well, hold on.
But-
I have a great piece of advice for if they need that kind of advice from us. The best advice I can give them is to
Look
AI.
Yeah, AI or look somewhere else.
AI.
But no, if this interests you, John Pugliano, he has the Wealthsteading podcast. Take a listen. The other one is actually the real advice that I can give you. Especially if you're in your 20s and listening to this, max out your 401k and throw
Yes.
an extra $200 in for the next 10 years. You'll be a millionaire when you're our age.
Yes.
And that'll be in your money, not our money. It won't be in boomer unk money. It'll be in millennial money.
Potentially should be a multimillionaire, actually.
Let's go conservative, the most vanilla, bland, boring, underperforming 401k on the market.
Okay.
That way it's a worst case scenario. You can't be mad if you do better.
Right.
But when you get done with that, then that's when you can play with things like autopilot. You can play in crypto. You can try the stock market on your own. Lots of stuff you can.
And that's one thing I've been trying to learn is I'm trying to teach myself the stock market. And I'm not trying to teach myself to learn how it works, because if you know how it works, then you're a fool, because no one knows how that crap
Well,
works.
at one point I was trying to learn candlesticks. And then the
Yeah.
AI revolution started to happen. So I just sat back and threw more in the 401k.
Yeah.
And now the AI revolution's here. It works. You're going to hear all kind of stuff about it's bad and data center bad and everything. In a year, you're not going to care about any of that crap.
No.
And AI will still be here. And it's not coming for your job the way you think it is, but the person who wants your job is using AI and is 30 to 40% better than you. So you better get on board.
Right. And, the same people complain about all the AI is not good for the environment. The same people is driving around in a car that takes 500,000 metric tons
Yeah.
of earth moved to
you
make
gotta-
one battery.
Well, 5 orphans in Ethiopia have to level a mountain to make your car go.
Right.
And they're getting whipped by somebody.
Right.
Come on.
For
I
one
don't want to
battery.
hear it.
For one battery.
Yeah, and
Give me
I
a
just
break.
don't want to hear it. Like an electric's going to be there. Electric vehicles are cool. They make power right now. They can charge fast. They're cool. But dude, get off the high horse.
Yeah. And they don't charge that fast.
Yeah, you can get a pretty good
No,
charge.
if you buy a fast charger,
Yeah,
yes.
well,
But
like
if you're
even
just
like,
plugging into your house, it's not going to charge that
and
fast.
just speaking for the Teslas, like when you're out on the road and at the house, I don't care. You got a 300-mile range. When you're talking about commuting, plug it in at night. Not a problem. And if you're commuting more than 300 miles to work, dude, move.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just you can plug that thing in overnight and it's fine. The quick chargers, in the time it takes to have a decent gas stop, You got 80%. Because like when you stop for gas, the argument I always hear against them, and I used to make this argument, it takes me 3 minutes to pump gas and I'm out of there. No, you're not. Not unless you're doing a cannonball run. By the time you go in there and you sit through 17 kinds of beef jerky and 90 energy drinks, wait in line, go get back to the back of the line to go buy a pizza puff.
So you like to go to Buc-ee's, don't you?
Oh, no. You never get out of there. But by the time you go through that, like, if you have kids or if you have friends with you, that gas stop, that's not a stop. That's a freaking ritual. It's a
Yeah,
religious
It
experience.
is.
It's 30 to 45 minutes.
If I'm traveling by myself, I get gas and I go. Unless I gotta go bathroom. If I gotta go bathroom, most of the time I hit the rest area.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
just
faster.
I have my thing like I don't like to make 100 little stops to do something I could do in one.
Right.
So I stop, I let the gas go, I get whatever I want to drink, hit the washroom, wash your hands and even if you don't gotta go, just wash your hands and face and be awake.
Yeah.
Get some hot coffee or whatever. One place, and if you actually take 15, 20, 25 minutes and walk around, you're cutting time. You're making better time getting there. So like that argument is moot. But I mean, like, one's not better than the other. I'm an all of the above kind of guy. If they gave me a car with a nuclear reactor in it, I'd drive it. I don't care as long as it sounds good and spins the tires.
I just want to know when we're gonna start driving cars that run off water.
I've been playing with the hydrogen ones for a while. The
They've
hydrogen
made them
cells.
before.
Oh yeah, but it just costs so much that you have to lease the engine from the company that's leasing the engine to put in their car. I think BMW was messing with that,
They're
and the reason they cost so much, who knows? There's
because it costs the oil company money.
it might be that, or it
taking
might
money out of their
be
pocket.
that a hydrogen bomb going down the road takes extra safety.
Well,
And I think the truth is probably a bit of both.
could be.
But it's
Could be.
in mind, like let's just get real about it. Oil's not a shortage.
Not at all.
If we want something alternate that'll run in the engines we have now, we can go on to nitromethane. And although that sounds all boy racer, nitrogen infused methane has been used for decades.
Mhm.
Drag strips, alternative fuel, and everything else. It takes very little to convert your
What?
vehicles over.
Just go to diesel, guys. I mean, honestly, go to diesel because you know what? If you really want to save the planet, go to diesels, outfit it to run off cooking oil, and go down to Wendy's and get all the crap they're going to pour
Oh,
down
you absolutely
someplace.
could.
and
And that's
run your
part of the
vehicle.
solution, but nothing sounds sexier than a well-tuned V8 through some Magnaflows.
Yeah.
There's just a sexy sound about that, and diesel motorcycles just aren't a good thing.
I don't know. Have you seen Have you ever watched the Diesel Brothers?
I have.
Did you see the diesel motorcycle they made?
I did, and then when I looked at it, I thought about it in all the terms of what is the good of a motorcycle, and it wouldn't be good at anything except having two wheels.
It's a diesel motorcycle, man.
That doesn't handle, doesn't really accelerate.
That thing got down.
It'll get down in a straight line. How's that look going through the twisties? How's that look going on a decreasing radius on a back curve coming into a hairpin? It looks like road rash to me.
Looks like fun to me.
Road rash.
Did you see the episode where they built the electric motorcycle?
No, I did not.
Dude, if you get a chance, look that one up. It's
Those things scoot though.
they did this before it was being done. Okay, so what
Well,
they did, they
they've
took
had electric drag bikes before, so they're
they
riffing
made
on
this
that.
out. They made this out of 24 batteries that you plug your drill in. They put them in a chain, got all the power to it, and they raced a Lamborghini. And they couldn't open that. It was on like a pit bike frame and stuff.
Yeah.
They could not open that bike up all the way because they couldn't keep the front tire down. And I think the Lamborghini gave it like gave it a certain amount of head start. But even with that, like it wouldn't. The electric bike would have taken it just running off of drill batteries.
Yep. The problem comes in the range and usability.
Right.
But yeah, they're cool. I mean, and it'll get there eventually, but I'm old school. Like, I will be off the road by the time that gets mainstream enough for me.
Man, you say that, but we don't know that. I mean, look at everything that's gone on just in the last 30 years.
Well,
We went from carburetors to all this. Everything's on
now the
computer
bike
now.
I took on my trip had a carburetor. So I'm honestly, what I'm planning on doing is if it starts looking like going that way, if I hear like my market watch is the Vulcan 900.
Mm.
When Kawasaki discontinues the Vulcan 900, I will probably go buy a brand new one. I won't trade in the one I got, but I'll put the brand new one up and keep it up. because at that point, I know I have at least 200,000 more miles of pure analog, no remote control gasoline engine to enjoy.
Yeah.
Now that's one that I will do because I don't see us coming off gasoline anytime soon.
No.
And in all honesty, I like the smell of it. I like the little bit of heat that it throws. I like the way it performs. I like the sound of it.
You know why? Because you grew up the same time I did, and the two first cars we were introduced to was what? The Trans Am and Smokey and the Bandit, and the Charger and the General Lee Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. Oh, the first two TV cars, absolutely, and the Knight Rider.
Knight
But
Rider
you know
came
the
in.
one that got me though?
Huh.
Listening to a 1966 Mustang
Mm-hmm.
with a built 427 dual quads, running a nice H-pipe dual exhaust.
Yeah.
And it wasn't being routed around or anything. Driven by an older guy in town.
Yeah.
And it was all hand built. That's what got me, and I've been a Ford guy ever since.
I like my Fords. I've always loved my Mustangs, but I've also just been.
What was the sound? Nothing else.
It's been the sound.
Not the quality, not the look of the car. The sound of that engine's been what's held me.
When I was 16, we lived next door to, like, I was 15, 16, and the next door neighbor kid was a couple years older than I was, and he had a Chevy Nova. Now,
Wicked cool cars.
what he had, I don't know if it was the same car or not, because there was about a 2-3 week period, or at least that's what it seems like in my head, that the car disappeared. And when it came back, it went from being brown, about this color brown, to being about that color silver. And my Lord, it was fast, and it sounded sexy as all could be.
There you go.
And I'm like,
Well,
I
this
fell
one-
in love with Chevy Novas at that point.
Well,
Oh,
And when people think, when I mention that car, people think it was loud. It was not.
no, this car was loud.
No, this was. I like quiet and authority.
Oh, I do too.
I
But
don't-
this car,
yeah.
this car was loud.
Yeah, there's that. There's a lot of people like, they get underneath the bridge and let me play the song to my
No.
people. No.
No.
I like something that sounds authoritative,
Yeah.
bassy, but quiet.
No, I'm with you. I'm with
Yep.
you on that.
It's,
But
one
back
of the
when I was
sexiest sounds
was
you ever
15,
hear.
16 years old, that
stock
car was,
Corvette.
Yeah.
Stock exhaust on a Corvette's one of the sexiest
Yeah.
sounds you'll ever hear.
it's good.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I don't mind glass packs and stuff, of course.
Well, let's get out of here, Joe.
All right, sounds good.
I know it's getting a little late. We both ready to go home. I
Well, you
believe.
got a duck to adopt.
Oh my God,
Say hi to Howard for me.
man! I don't know what I'm gonna do.
They're fun. Let him go in the yard. When
I
he
don't
gets
have a
big enough, you
yard.
can turn him loose.
I'm gonna take them down, put them in the pool. That's what I'm gonna do. Here you go.
See-
Here you go, neighborhood. Have a pool. Have a duck.
No, I
I'm
wouldn't do that because somebody will end up hurting.
Me and the HOA are in such good terms. I'm gonna give them a duck as a.
I think though that somebody might end up hurting him.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
But I'm sure you can find a farm or something. There's somebody will take a duck.
Well, I mean, once it gets big enough, it's gonna fly off anyways.
Maybe they actually if they once they get to know you're safe, they'll stick around. It's like, you ever helped a crow?
No.
Crows remember and they'll bring their friends,
Hmm.
and they'll start bringing you gifts. When you find that, like, if you ever help a crow out of something, they'll start finding like shiny rocks and stuff like that left either by your window or by your door.
Gotcha.
That's the crow bringing you thank you gifts.
Hmm.
Ducks are like that too. Ducks will remember a person.
Gotcha.
That's why cats come back to you too. Cats
Cats
remember.
are the same dang way. And I like cats. I've always been a cat person, but
Yeah.
I always end up with dogs now. But I'm okay with
Ain't
that.
nothing wrong with dogs either. They're like, everybody knows dogs are like that. So
Yeah.
and that's not saying dog.
Right.
Dogs are awesome. There's a reason you don't have to mention dogs. There's a reason they're man's best friend.
Right. So all right. Well, let's wrap it up. Call today.
That sounds good.
Shoot, get back on here maybe a little later in the week.
I hope so. Let's
Maybe.
give it a shot. It
About
depends.
to this week.
If we have meetings about meetings again, who knows? Then we ain't doing nothing right now, so we should be able to.
We should be good. So
We'll just put Nathan on here.
hey, we can do a Teams call. So
We'll make him sit live. That way we can watch him twitch a little when he ain't in his office.
yeah, I think I'll pass on that one, Joe.
I-
He's kind of twitchy already.
I just like making him get uncomfortable a little bit.
I got you. So, well, let's wrap it up. Till next time. Heck, I'll try to get this one out tomorrow. Maybe we'll
Cool.
do another one Wednesday or at least Thursday. And
We'll give it. Let's
try
shoot
to
for.
get two this week.
Let's just shoot for one other day this week and put it out. And like y'all might not see it till next week. Whatever that flow is going to look like.
No, I'll get it out the
But
next
whatever day we can, we'll just do it. So it's going to get crazy after Wednesday, I think.
week. Yeah, I think you're right. So, all right. Anyways, till next time.
Stay out of trouble.
Where's the wisdom?
Autopilot.
Autopilot.
Inverse Kramer. Check it out. If nothing else, it's hilarious. If you just go on there and look at the profiles, they're great.
All right.
It's
Well,
free to download.
There you go. Can't beat free, right?
That's right. It's my favorite. It's
Till
my
next
favorite
time.
kind of beer too.
Free beer? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And hot wings, right? Remember that old
Absolutely.
show?
Yep.
Remember them?
Absolutely.
So, till next time.
That works.